Welcome back to the Panther Sports Zone. Today's news, we're going to talk about buku number of topics. Basketball team is dancing once again. Women's team is dancing once again. Everybody's getting signed. We'll be right back from the Panther Sports Zone.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
And welcome back to the Panther Sports Zone. I'm your host, David Smith.
I'm Cyril Neville.
I'm Zach Collins.
We're back from spring break. How was your spring break?
Boring.
Boring?
Didn't
Mine was
do
boring
nothing.
too.
I was here.
You was here?
I ain't doing nothing.
It's understandable.
But I'm focused on this.
On what?
We're going to get to the topic, son.
You talking about, you waiting to talk about
Yeah,
Browns?
you know why we're here.
Yeah, Super Bowl, huh?
You know what? I didn't say all that. Just do I need to remind you what happened
Toilet
in the
bowl.
NFC Championship game?
AFC
All right,
Championship?
then.
Which game?
NFC Championship.
Oh,
game.
NFC. Okay.
All right, then. Shut up.
Hey, chill on my team, though.
Dang.
We
And
back
y'all
this
lost
year,
Mark
though.
Ingram. No, you're not.
We cool with Mark Ingram.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll talk about
get
that
there.
later.
Bye.
You might not be on the show
He's
for
not
that.
going to
Yeah.
get on the show.
Yeah.
He's
But,
gonna-
We'll talk about it Wednesday,
He'll be
then.
talking behind the camera.
This past weekend, the softball team played against Alcorn State at Alcorn State and won the series with a sweep. So congratulations to the girls, obviously on the roll still. They played Jackson State this weekend, so make sure you guys come out and support. First game is Friday at 3 p.m. Now, the baseball team lost their series against Alcorn State, which was here, but they won the last game 12-6. Tougher competition.
They always do that. They always.
Yeah, they'll get blown out and then they'll blow them
and then
out.
come back and blow them out. Why don't
Yeah.
we play our Sunday lineup Friday?
I don't know.
No takes on that.
Yeah, they play Stephen F. Austin here on Tuesday at 3 p.m. So if you're available to go,
Ooh.
go. What? We say ooh for?
Ooh.
Ooh.
He doesn't
Just
think
a
that
ooh.
one's going to be pretty.
Yeah, ooh. Now into the women's basketball. Congratulations to a big season for you guys. Didn't finish how they wanted to in the SWAC tournament. They ended up losing, but they did make it to the NIT.
Double overtime.
Double overtime.
It'd be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah,
That's tough.
be like that sometimes. But we did have some accolades from some of our players. Obviously, Shayla Dobbins got first SWAC team All-American, and Octavia Ford got second team All-American in the SWAC. So congratulations to you guys. Now, on to the basketball team,
The men.
The men's.
the men's. The men's basketball team, we won against TSU 92-86. Second win. Second time going to the NCAA tournament in 21 years, actually, since 1988.
98.
98. Yeah, I said that.
You good.
What I say?
The game, though, it started off slow at first.
He was definitely getting smacked. 20 to
Was
6.
not in the passing lanes, no aggression whatsoever. But then after, like, the second or first time out, they came out aggressive. Played that way the rest of the game. But too many turnovers, though. Too many. Especially TSU, too.
Going into the game, I just felt like our matchups wasn't where I wanted them to be. With 5 and the SWAC player of the year they have #1.
Right, the
last-
point guard?
No, he's like a forward. He got the little weekend look.
He got the
Oh, yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
He need to
Because
cut
our
that.
first game he was here, he had like 22 rebounds against us. So I didn't like the way they lined up, especially with it being like.
He didn't do too much, though.
He didn't. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. This is going into the game. That's how I thought it was. But turning out, obviously we won. That's the biggest thing. I'm glad we're playing a play-in game instead of going straight to a #1
Right.
seed, whether it's.
Gonzaga.
So we would either be 15 or 16?
We're 16.
We're 16.
Oh.
But we're playing, I would say, a
15.
bubble team to see who
Yeah.
gets to play
even
Gonzaga.
So
know
we
the
have to
school's
win
name.
this to
Yeah.
play.
just play Gonzaga.
We play against Fairleigh Dickinson on Thursday.
In Ohio.
I don't know. The last show, the
It
last
said
news, they
Youngstown,
said
huh?
Ohio, but I read it was in Salt Lake, Utah.
It's one of the brackets. I guess they're from Ohio. They might be from
Yeah, I
Ohio.
don't know. Either way, I'm trying to travel.
You going to Utah?
Where?
Utah or Ohio.
You gonna catch a flight?
No, I'm going to get it for free
How?
Oh.
with the team.
Oh,
All
good
right.
luck.
I see your
Yeah,
connections, your
videographer.
network.
I'm just saying I'm a videographer.
Oh yeah, you do be taking pictures on there.
Yeah.
Well,
See
shouts
my
out to you.
commercials
You want to
and
hook me up?
Yeah, I got you.
We can
All
talk
right,
about
bet.
that
Talk
later.
to me after the show.
All
I
right.
got you on the plug for everything.
So
Bet, bet.
do y'all see us winning the playing game?
Honestly, I do. I don't know much
I don't
about
even know the
Fairleigh.
other team,
Yeah, but
so
when
I'm just assuming
when it gets like Wednesday show, I'll definitely do some research. You know,
Well,
break
we
down.
play by then, don't we?
No, Wednesday.
We play
on
next
Thursday.
Tuesday?
We play
Okay.
on Thursday.
Okay.
no, the tournament start this week.
I know, but we play on Thursday.
No, he said next Wednesday, so I was just clarifying.
All right, so we play on Thursday.
Get him from behind.
Yeah, we play on Thursday, so we'll definitely look more into it on Wednesday. Breakdown. I think I don't know the team, but I think we could beat them. And then we play Gonzaga. I'm just gonna put that out there. We're just gonna play Gonzaga. I'm not even worried about the first team. But yeah, people are definitely asleep on this game. Gonzaga lost to Florida State last year. Florida State sucks this year. And Florida State wasn't that good last
And Gonzaga
year.
also lost their opening game in their conference tournament.
Yeah,
So it's not like we're just playing.
Yeah, but Gonzaga's big man,
yeah. You did say that
That
though.
man-
We
I told
don't.
you.
Our big men don't play like big men.
but they're big man.
They play
you
like
seen them
big
play?
men.
Their whole team. The difference. What's really gonna hurt us is their whole team is lanky,
Yeah.
and we don't really. When we get into half court offense, it's a lot of 1-on-1. It's a lot of dribble,
Mhm.
and
They're
just
gonna have to
force
play
a shot.
zone.
They're gonna have to play like.
2-3 zone the whole game. Really.
But we did have the best defense in SWAC. But then again, SWAC is not as competitive.
I wouldn't
As a
say
conference.
It's really
not
just a height difference,
Yes.
honestly.
That's what's
We
gonna
have
hurt us.
guards, but the height just small. But really, what they should do is just press them, or just play 2-3 the whole time.
They're gonna. If they
They
can
have
turn it
to.
into a track meet,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. But it's just obviously turning it into that track meet. Which
Yeah,
we, like
'cause-
you said, for us to really be successful, Dennis is gonna have to have a great game, which he's been playing
And
good.
Gary.
He got all tournament, but I say Dennis because Dennis
Mhm.
plays way more defense. Like
Yeah.
Dennis is our like defensive person.
Right.
And we got to make free throws, too.
Don't get me started
'Cause-
on that.
Yeah. But we got probably one of the toughest regions in the whole tournament. We got Gonzaga, we got Buffalo, we got Florida State, we got Murray State, we
Those are
got
all lanky teams.
Syracuse.
That's tough. I
Yeah.
love that guard from Murray State.
Murray State,
Ja Morant.
he's definitely
Yeah.
top 3
That boy
pick.
cold.
Yeah. And then I think we got, I don't know, I think we got Kentucky. I'm not sure. No, we don't.
We won't get that far.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we got this far and we haven't done this in 21 years. So
Yeah.
it's
so
all about progress.
I'm calling the upset on Gonzaga, to be honest. And then,
Well, first we got to look up the other team first. And
Fairleigh
then we can make
yeah,
that.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
That's their name? Okay.
But
Imagine
even if they
going to that
do,
school.
Where is it?
We just discussed
It's
this.
probably
We
in
didn't know if it
Ohio.
was in Ohio or Utah.
I'm going to go with North Dakota.
yeah. But anyways, congratulations to Coach Byron Smith for winning SWAC Coach of the Year. Obviously, Dennis won Defensive Player of the Year for the SWAC. And Gary Blackson and Devontae Patterson also won first team. It's a new direction we're going in, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they definitely
Great.
turned it around. I was trying to figure out what was the biggest difference from last year's season to this year's
Trey
season.
Jefferson.
No,
He
because he
didn't
didn't even
play
play
in the
both
last-
of the games.
yeah.
But
He
still,
didn't play
though.
to the
I'm talking
tournament.
about to the
No, I'm talking
tournament.
about PV.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
know,
worried
but
about. Yeah, I'm not.
If they didn't have him, we could have.
But what I'm telling you is he didn't play in either of the games until they played in the SWAC tournament. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out why we were so bad last
Nah,
year.
he played the first game.
He didn't play at the one here.
Yeah, he didn't play at
Yeah.
the one here.
So,
Yeah, he played with 2 games.
but I'm trying to figure out why we were so bad last year. And
Maybe it could just be team chemistry.
I would say that.
You
But he
never
also
know.
did bring in a lot of players. You got the transfer
He
from
did.
Penn
Yeah,
State.
yeah.
You got like what 6 JUCO players. So it's like he knew what he wanted, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was just him finishing out with the old regime. They tried to feed through a particular player, and it didn't work out.
That's probably what we needed. People who played in D1 like top schools, and then they just bring that type of work ethic and mindset down here, and made everybody just step up.
It is a different level.
Yeah.
You just gotta.
Because Gary was hooping last year, but he's on another level this year.
And it's
You know
also
what I
his
mean?
senior year, so you
Yeah.
have to like, for his aspirations, I think he said he wanted to play like overseas. You have to turn it up another level
Right.
because the basketball, to be able to play professional basketball, it's different because it's only 15 players on the team. Like for me,
And you're really only gonna play like 8 or 9.
exactly
Really.
7 at most. Some
Yeah.
people. So you just got to be the cream of the crop. So for him, he had to take this step to fulfill out what he felt like it's meant for him.
Yeah, they just look better as a team.
They definitely
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
They play better. Although I don't like the funks we get in offensively. I don't like that. And luckily our defense helps us at times, although the rebounding on either end is terrible. So we just need a big man. That's what he needs to go get this offseason is a straight big man. That's
Old boy was
vicious.
7'2" at TSU. Couldn't play for a lick. That boy
He
was
was skinny though.
Yeah, he
still
was.
though. You 7'2". I don't care.
We got somebody that's 6'9"
Yeah.
that don't really be doing much. but-
DeAndre Ayton would bully him. Yeah, but hold up. Before we go to commercial, we actually got some news from the MLB and Zion Williams. Carlos Gonzalez, a former Rockies outfielder, signed a minor league deal
What?
with the Indians. Yeah, that was surprising to me too, because dude is nice.
That's what I'm saying.
So why did he drop back down? You don't know?
Nah, I mean,
Was he hurt?
he's probably digressed over the years, but it's Colorado. They haven't done anything, not yet.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, but they do. They got some of the best prospects in MLB, in my opinion. They just have yet to release them and let them play in the pros. So we just got to see what they're gonna do with that. But Zion Williams was in the news for
Oh, Williams.
he was being exposed.
And he wasn't even exposed. He was just talking
Yeah.
to the girl.
Yeah.
That was corny.
Just girls clout chasing.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been around.
In other news, he dropped
Those-
32 against UNC.
Yeah.
He won. He helped Duke win the ACC tournament.
He's a for sure #1 pick now.
For sure.
For sure #1 pick.
I agree.
He just got. I feel like him at 280 is too much. That's why he blew out the shoe. That's why his knee is bad. He got. If he cut down to 65, 60, if he cut down 255, he's gonna be like out of this world. But it's just right now. I feel like he still got his little baby weight on him. He's still 18, so I mean, like I understand. But he's a physical specimen. He shoots some of the strongest threes I ever seen in my life, where he just flicking so hard. But
None of them can shoot really.
none at all.
None of them.
But it's just I didn't know he was going to be so, I would say, gifted offensively, and he's definitely proved that he's not just a high flyer. That he has like.
Oh no!
a
If
nice
you
little
watch his
package.
highlights from high school, the talent level was just different. He was playing
He
short
also,
little.
little
but he was
kid.
just
Yeah.
like private school ball. But that's why you watch his
Right.
like wherever he was in Vegas or whatnot. So, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad he came back healthy because we had that long discussion about should he come back, should he not. It obviously looked like
I would have came back.
it didn't really help
Yeah.
him. I mean, it didn't really hurt him, like his injury. He didn't look like
It
he
was
missed
just
a
a
step.
sprain.
He looked like he honestly had been practicing a couple of weeks. They just didn't say that he was ready to play. They just wanted to drop it out there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him.
All right.
#1 pick.
When we come back from commercial, we got big news from the NFL. The Browns are back in the news. Looks like they're on their way to the top. We don't know yet. Russell Westbrook is also in the news. We'll be right back from the Panther Sports Zone.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Welcome back to the Panther Sports Zone. Before we get into,
David Killen.
let me introduce my man David Killam from Cleveland, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio. My fault. The
That's why
land
he's
of the
over.
non-believers.
That's That's why he's a Bengals fan. He has a
Yeah.
tough life.
Hey, I always got to shout out 513 Cincinnati.
Nobody
Hawks.
cares.
Shout out to the
about
513,
Ohio.
feel me?
Yeah.
You were in Texas.
I got him
They
shouting
didn't-
out the 513.
They didn't even
too.
sign
He didn't
nobody
even know
though.
what
Yeah, we
513
did sign
was.
nobody. I'm kind of
Fire the GM, fire the owner, fire the head coach.
Cleveland taking over.
Y'all hired Hugh Jackson. Good job.
All right. Who's your favorite team?
You know who my favorite
Who?
team is.
Who?
Davis. Can we
Who's
get
Hey,
to it?
before we get into that though,
Thank you.
anyways, I want to talk about NBA first. Russell Westbrook. I saw an interview with Paul George,
Uh-huh.
and they was talking about his work ethic and how he credits Russell Westbrook for giving him a different mindset and just put him in a different mindset of just working hard. And that brought my attention to, does Russell Westbrook get the credit he deserves for his preparation and all that he does for the NBA
No,
and how he plays?
not at all. Because they feed into this, I would say, this notion that he's selfish, that he doesn't, like he's just doing this all off of like God-given talent, that he doesn't really work for it because like his shooting percentage isn't bad or he like takes questionable shots. They don't really understand what he puts into being able to do what he does. To be able to average a triple-double for nearly 3 seasons in a row, that shows you what he does in the offseason. That shows you the grind he does. We don't know when he goes to the court before the games. Like you hear the stories of like Kobe being there before like janitor workers and whatnot. We don't know. He's built from that same like cloth. Like he's cut from that same cloth. He's from that same ilk of just grinding until he gets to where he was. Because you got to understand, he got to UCLA was his only scholarship offer to play basketball. His freshman year, he had no idea that he was going to go to the NBA. But he just kept on grinding. He made himself into what he is today. That's why he acts the way he does. That's why he has a certain like swagger about himself. That's why he feels the way he does, because it wasn't given to him. Like his role wasn't easy. He wasn't supposed to just like be here. And that's why he has that. But people see the anger, people see him lashing out, people see him correcting people. Now it's like, oh, they focus on that, they don't focus on what he's been doing. Because it's the same thing like whenever you become used to something, it devalues it. So we've become used to him averaging a triple-double. Now all of a sudden it doesn't mean as much. But it's still a feat that not many people eclipse, especially over a season. So it's just, no, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. They're more worried about him anger or his passion.
And he'll forever have my respect with that triple-double season 2, especially the adversity he overcame with Kevin Durant leaving and picking up that team and still being able to ball out. And he took them to the playoffs too, just by himself.
And I think that's where you figure out his work ethic, because he understood how to work when it was just KD, but then he had to take it to another level once KD left, but he ran himself into the ground. So I think following that season, he learned how to like work out, how to get everything, how to also like rejuvenate his body.
Exactly.
So that's what he's done the last 2 years. And then now him turning a new leaf for Paul George, him turning into he's definitely a top 5 player in the league right now. And he's not selfish with it. He's allowing him to be himself. He puts him in a situation to succeed. And that's something that we don't talk about enough either, is the fact that he gets the disclaimer of him being selfish because KD left. KD just wanted to leave because it was a better basketball opportunity. It was nothing with Westbrook. Although they had their differences, I think they're just, more than anything, them as people didn't coexist together.
Right. Quick question: do y'all like KD and Russ, or Russ and Paul George?
Paul George and Russ.
I would take
Actually,
the trio of them
KD.
being young.
Yeah.
But as far as the 2 duos, I just feel like their chemistry is better, Paul George and Russell Westbrook right now.
Oh, you talking about on court or off court?
I'm talking about on court.
On court, I'm taking KD and Russ. They was hooping when they first started.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd rather, if I'm gonna have
And they
KD
was
and Russ, then I
hooping.
want James.
Yeah.
Nah, they was hooping without James too.
But I'm saying if I'm gonna have anything, then I'm gonna want them 3. But if right now I take the 2 because I like a more mature Westbrook. Like I like the fact that, like, because you would find it was times in the game where he would see KD and he wanted to take it. He just wanted to prove like I can score too. You know what I'm saying? And that's like ego gets into a way of a lot of things. And he was young, so that's why I say I like him now. He's mature. He understands in certain situations. I'm gonna give it to Paul George. I'm gonna clear this out, and he's gonna score for me.
I feel like he's more relaxed.
Yes,
Well,
he knows now. He knows when to flip it on and flip it on. He's in his bag now. He understands.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely taking them now.
All right. Another interesting topic was Clyde Frazier saying LeBron James doesn't care about this year.
Is this your king?
Talking to him.
Hey,
Is
he's
this your
forever my
king?
Hey, I got forever respect for LeBron and all the things he has accomplished. You know, despite
Besides this blemish that's on his record of the Lakers having the same record before he got there.
I mean, but it's like you got to think about it.
What's
The
up?
man got hurt. Before he got hurt, they was number 3 or number 4 in the West. Okay,
Correct. I never
he
said
got
wasn't.
hurt. Lonzo got hurt. The team just went completely down. If
Okay.
he doesn't get hurt or Lonzo doesn't get hurt, they're in the playoffs right now. I'm telling you that they was in the playoffs right now.
But what
They
I'm
was on
telling
fire.
you is injuries happen,
Right. That's
no
true.
matter the sport.
That's true.
And if he was so good, they would have won. First off, he's the one that asked for these players that don't shoot to be on his team because
Okay.
he felt like these young core needed a group of old veterans, leaders to be around them.
Right.
And he didn't understand that. Winning cures all. So whenever, like, if they're winning, Rondo, Beasley,
Right.
Stevenson, they're all going to be okay with their role. But now that they're losing, and they understand that right now at certain points of their career, Rondo may be better, may make better plays than like Hart or Lonzo.
Right.
So he wants to play more, but because of the way the NBA works, because of the way Luke Walton works, he's going to play the young kids more than they are. And granted, I'm sorry, you put all 6 of us on a trading block,
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
be
gonna say
we're
that.
gonna be together.
Yep.
We're just
Right.
not gonna like you.
Right.
And for you to think that you're so much better than us, and for you to get blocked by somebody in a game-winning scenario, by somebody that I can't even name to you if they didn't put his name on that picture on Twitter, you can't defend that. That's not taken away from the 12 years prior to what he did in Cleveland. That's not taken away from his 8 years to the finals. I grant you, that's great. But we are talking about one of the top 2 franchises in the NBA history, and you give us a below-average record, and you didn't do anything for us. You haven't taught these kids anything. I guarantee you can ask Kuzma, you can ask Brandon Ingram, or do they feel any different before they got LeBron to now? They haven't learned anything. You got to understand, this man came into the Lakers franchise. He would practice by himself and let everybody else practice. So he made it distinct that I'm better than y'all. I'm going to be by myself, and that's why you can see Rondo sitting with the fans. You got to look at the
Rondo's
totality of the situation. No, don't just tell me Rondo is a bad person
That's
because
just
of what the
Rondo.
media
I'm
says.
not
Don't
saying
just
he's
tell
a
me
bad
that.
person. That's just Rondo.
That's
something
Rondo telling you
does.
that there's something wrong in the situation. When Rondo was in Boston, no matter if he was with KG and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen or not, they were all together. This is not a team. This is not cohesive for them to be productive. This is not something that's going to work out. Everybody that's there right now, more than likely, if their name's not LeBron James, they probably won't be there next year.
That's true.
I mean, I will say about the point you made about the trade agency. That was a big point.
Granted,
Because that messed up the whole team.
It
chemistry.
messes up everything
Right.
because it says like I don't really value that much. Like
Yeah.
you got to understand whenever, like you said, they were in the 3rd in the West.
Right.
LeBron was playing with them.
Yeah.
LeBron was there. Like, it'd be different if it was LeBron scoring 50 and that's how they got to the 3rd seed in the West. No,
Right.
they were playing as a team.
Right.
So therefore, now we're just going to give all of this up for
Right.
somebody that has 2 years left on their contract. That's not okay.
Yeah, because I think the team chemistry, just you got to compare the Cleveland team and the Lakers. I think like the Cleveland team had chemistry. That's why they was able to
Yes.
win all them games with LeBron going crazy.
And everybody keeps telling me, well, if LeBron stayed in the East, they would be better. LeBron just played the worst team in the East, and they lost. They've been swept by the Knicks this season.
Right.
That's not an anomaly. Like,
Right.
this team is bad.
Yeah.
And it's his fault.
crazy, but they have more talent than the Cleveland does. They have way more talent. Kuzma, Ingram, Josh Hart. Josh Hart didn't come. Like, I don't know what happened to Josh
Tell me,
Hart.
David.
This man was balling.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, well, maybe they have young talent.
Yeah,
have young
they don't.
talent.
Yeah,
I
But
mean,
they
they
haven't
definitely don't
turned
have
into
better
it.
talent.
They haven't turned. Well, I don't know.
Then who? J.R.
Tristan Thompson doesn't give you
Tristan-
what he's paid
He got
for, the
out- he
80
got
million.
by Steph Curry
Okay.
twice in the finals.
Kevin Love, he goes missing sometimes.
That's another dude.
Um,
Who? J.R. Smith? I don't want to talk about
JR,
that dude.
he definitely lost them that final. If they win that game, that changes
Yeah,
that
that changed the
dynamic.
whole
of that
series.
franchise.
That changed
But
the
it is
whole
what it is.
series.
But I was told all summer, LeBron is going to change this franchise. LeBron is going to get these young players corrected. LeBron is going to do
Just
this
give
and
it
that.
some time.
And what did I tell you in October? I said they weren't going to make the playoffs.
Just give it some
We
time.
need Kobe as a coach.
They'll be in the playoffs next year.
That's fine, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be the same roster.
We'll
And
see.
they're going to make
We'll
a
see.
grave mistake getting rid of the rest of
We about to
Let's
get Klay Thompson though
Hold up.
in the free agency.
Do y'all see the way D'Angelo Russell is balling right now?
Yes,
D'Lo
man.
going crazy.
We never should have got rid of
D'Lo's
him.
going crazy.
I was calling him. He was cold when he was first.
He had to
came in
find
the
himself
NBA.
just to lead that squad. That
Yeah,
Lakers squad.
he wasn't gonna play the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna play the same.
But I'm just saying, he's definitely, now he's clearly better than Lonzo.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players in the league.
yeah, because he got ice in his veins. Who else? You know who else got ice in their veins?
Who?
Jabril Peppers, that first round pick, and the Giants.
Third round pick, too.
Third round
Consider
pick.
a third round pick.
So who really won that trade for Odell Beckham?
I say Cleveland won that
I'm
trade
listening.
any day.
Who won
Cleveland
the trade,
won the
Davis?
trade.
They won the trade. Come on.
For now, Cleveland won the trade.
Come on now. You got Odell. You got Jarvis Landry. You got Kareem Hunt in the backfield with Baker
Nick Chubb.
and Nick Chubb. If this team doesn't go 12-4, it's like
Y'all are
they're
garbage.
going crazy. Like they're garbage if they don't go 12-4.
Keep pumping me up.
But y'all
I
did get
like
rid
what
of
y'all going.
one of y'all
I like what
best
y'all doing.
defensive players, though. So
Who?
Jabril Peppers.
Relax. That's not our best defensive player.
I said one of.
Negative. Not happening. He became, I would say he's going to fit that role of Landon Collins in New York. He's going to be a box safety. But as far as for my team, he won one game for us. It was an overtime game. I think it was against Denver. He made the play on fourth down that finished the game. But he's not where I want him to be
Yet.
as a football player. No, because I want to say in his college career he played too many positions. Granted, that's something that worked for Tyrann Mathieu. It doesn't
Yeah.
work for him. I need him to find his niche and to be able to blossom within it, and he hasn't done that yet. I feel like he'll do that more in New York because they're going to put him as a box safety. He's going to play the mirror role of Landon Collins, and I feel like he's going to do good. He was a 22nd overall pick. Like, he's a quality player, but he's never going to be regarded as the best safety in the league. He's never going to be regarded as a great safety of all time. Like, that's not what we're talking about. When we talk about Odell, we're talking about somebody that's not only going to change the dynamic of our offense, he's easily top 3 receiver in the league right now when healthy, when he acts correctly, when he's getting along with his quarterback. He has probably more catches, more touchdowns, more yards in the first 4 years than every GOAT receiver you want to name, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, whoever you want to name. He has more yards than all of them.
That Jarvis and Odell combination is about.
And we're not talking – Zach Mettenberger is not the quarterback for this team. It is Baker Mayfield. Now, what's really making me mad is people keep bringing up David Njoku. He's not there yet.
But I think he'll be better with everybody.
We signed
doing good.
We signed a tight end from Kansas City. I think he's going to be more of our role. I think he might be that short distance.
Talking about Kelsey?
No, they're not letting him go. He signed that
He'll
extended contract.
But another reason I think Cleveland won as well is because the draft is still here to arrive. Like, we still got the draft.
But what I'm
What
telling you
they
is at
gave-
pick
They gonna
17,
pick up some-
at pick 17, you're not going to find a wide receiver better than Odell.
Yeah.
That third round pick, you're not going to find anybody better than
No.
Odell. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And we gave up a player that I feel like is average in the league. He might be like 15 through 20. That's where he fit in his position for the league.
Yeah.
So who
And
should they draft?
Odell already got that contract. Who do we need to draft?
Yeah.
A linebacker. Because we filled our defensive tackle need with Sheldon Richardson. We have a rusher opposite of Myles Garrett and Olivier Vernon. I would say a second corner too would help us out. But this changes everything because you put 8 in the box, that's one-on-one coverage across the board, and we're gonna kill you. You only have 6 in the box. Kareem Hunt is gonna run all over you. Although we don't get to see Kareem Hunt until week 9, but we knew that was gonna happen. Now we're not tripping off that. We still got Duke Johnson. We still had Nick Chubb, who had a 1,000-yard season in 12 games last year. So our offense is potent. Our offense is ready to go. I would say we made the biggest splash.
And I do not like Cleveland, but I just have to give them credit for like the chess moves they made, especially the GM. The GM he's smart.
But this is
Making
the
that
same
move, he's
GM
smart.
that did the same thing for the Chiefs. So he has a track record of doing
Yeah,
this. He's the reason they got Patrick Mahomes, where they traded 3 picks. He's done all of this. He drafted Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
He originally drafted Kareem Hunt. That's why we signed him.
Wow.
So this is something that's been a bubbling.
You know who else is underrated?
Who?
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, he replaces
One of
OBJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the Giants. One of the.
I think he
most
brings a different
underrated players.
dynamic.
Yeah.
He'll bring something that they need to their offense. They need a quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter which
Yes.
way you slice it, they need a quarterback. Golden Tate is a quality receiver. The Giants still have quality
I
weapons.
think they're going to
have.
pick up dude from Ohio State. They might.
They
if they
should.
get the chance, yeah.
They definitely should. I don't think Kyler will be there.
No.
I think somebody's definitely if Arizona doesn't get him, he may not make it past Oakland. It just depends.
You talking about Paris Campbell?
No.
No.
He's talking about he wants Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think they should. That'd be a good fit for him as well. And then you got Saquon.
They still need to beef up their line though.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not where it needs to be. They spend money to left tackle for Nate Solder. They drafted the guard from UTEP, and it hasn't panned out yet. So they need to find more offensive linemen.
Yeah, for sure. We don't have that much time left, so we're going to talk about Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown and how their moves impact the rest of the NFL on Wednesday. So, I'm David Smith.
I'm David Killing.
I'm Zach Collins.
We'll see y'all Wednesday. This is Panther Sports Zone.
Relax.